embracing that atmosphere at the stadiums. How pumped are you to have a full stadium on Sunday?
It's exciting. It's going to be my first time in a new design locker room, and to have the experience to have all the fans back, it's truly remarkable, especially dealing with what's still going on this year and what occurred last year.
Chris, looking at this offense that's coming in Sunday, what challenges do you think they present to you playing a new position, and also with the addition of Odell Beckham coming back?
The overall team is built to run the ball. You know, they got I figure that we used to have Kareem Hunt, who was very aggressive, and Nick Chubb. Those guys set the standard, and then they got elite wide receivers with Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry. So they present all type of challenges for our defense. So you got to play fast, physical, and try to match the physicality that they are giving us.
They're one of these teams that people have kind of picked to go deep in the playoffs, maybe be a Super Bowl team. Y'all faced them last year in the playoffs. You pay attention to that stuff when someone's coming in. Is this like a statement type thing for you guys, or is that not on your mind at all?
Oh, yeah. You know, you're playing in the NFL every game, I feel like, is a statement piece. Can't worry about last year. Every team is different going into this year, and every team mindset is different. So everyone is 0-0 right now. So, you know, you're still fighting for 1-0. So that's how we present, and that's how we're going to go in at it.
Baker Mayfield has a reputation and a history of talking sometimes funny, sometimes smack to the other team. Did he talk to you at all, talk to you guys last year in the playoff game?
Not as I can remember. But we all got mouths. So we all can talk. We're all men here, so I'm quite sure we can match whatever he want to talk about.
Spags talked about how against that Minnesota a couple of years ago, Kevin Stefanski was up there. You played defensive end due to injuries in that game. What did you take away from that game? Is there any lessons you can learn from going up against that offense you can apply?
Different types. You know, the offense is similar in ways. The play schemes, the scheme of the offense is very similar. Both teams love to run the ball. Both teams are built off the run. You know, you look at Minnesota, it's Dalvin Cook. You look at Cleveland Browns, it's Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and that's how their team rolls. So it's very similar in a lot of aspects of their games.
This position switch has been something you've been working on for months. How ready do you feel to take on that role where you're going to be going in and out?
It's a building process until Sunday, man. We'll see where it goes.
And just to follow up on the stadium question, you're obviously a very emotional player. How do you keep cool? Like, what's your strategy on a Sunday to make sure you don't get too excited too fast? There's
no cool on Sunday. We're going to have all the fans there. Might jump out of my helmet. It's no cool. It's no time to be cool. Coach Reed preach, let your personality show, and I'll be full blasted.
How important is it, do you feel for yourself personally to try to, within the team aspect, get off to a good start, getting sacks and stuff like that, so you don't come into a situation later on in the season where you're trying to get X amount of sacks?
Man, I'm not worried about no sacks, man. Listen, our goal is to, especially my goal is to do whatever I possibly can to get myself in a position to make a play and better my teammates. If sacks come, it's very fortunate, but you know, sacks are like a plus. I try to do my job first, and whatever happens within the play is very fortunate of it.
Chris, obviously no matter which position you play on the line, you're sort of gauging run or pass, but specifically against a team that likes to run the ball a lot and playing defensive end where you could be on the edge. Does that change the mentality at all?
Not really. We still got the same mentality. Do your job plus one, you know, doing my job, whether it's setting the edge or whatever the play is designed for me to do, and do plus that.
Do you have to be, I guess, more reactionary at that spot than your old spot then?
I don't think so. I just think, you know, I'm comfortable in both positions. I feel like both positions are similar. Just the difference is instead of being inside the defense, I'm on the outside now. But I feel like they're both similar.
Chris, the defensive side of the ball, you guys have been preaching, get better in the red zone. How comfortable are you guys right now going into week one, you know, that you've improved in that area?
For me, it's about improving it week in and week out, you know, and staying consistent with that. You know, if we continue to improve and stay consistent, we'll be where we want to be at the end of the season.
Chris, you guys haven't had Tyron out there this week because of the COVID protocols. Coach said he was maybe getting closer, but he's not going to practice today. If you had been in contact with him, I guess Spags says he's in your meetings on Zoom. You feel like he's going to be back out here tomorrow, maybe playing? What are your thoughts?
He's been on a Zoom call in the meeting. Haven't talked to him. But I don't know what's the situation, so I can't really give you my opinion on that. But that's my guy. That's one of the leaders of this defense, and we miss him dearly.
How much would it alter your leadership role, Chris, if he's not out there? And it would be the first time that since he's been with the team that you guys haven't played together.
Nothing really changes for us. You know, his presence will be missed. What he brings to this team will be missed, and his leadership will be missed. But I put faith in our guys on the back end that we got guys that can step in and play real football, you know. And guys on this team that have been in situations where they played in the Super Bowl game unexpectedly because of a situation. So I'm definitely comfortable with the guys we got if anything extraordinary happened and where T5 can't play.
One of the differences in the preseason that you guys just couldn't show was obviously playing with Frank and you on the outside together. Just how much of that do you think will have an impact on Sunday if you guys are able to play the way you guys expect to?
It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really fun to have my brother on the edge and to have Jay Reed in the inside. He's been a great addition to this defense. His presence means a lot for this defense and gave us the flexibility to move me outside. So for me, it's an honor to play with those guys and what they bring to this defense.
One of your roles will obviously be sitting the edge on rush downs. What do you remember about having to stop Kareem Hunt and back when you used to go up against him at practice and training camp and whatnot?
You know, Kareem Hunt, I think he led the league in rushing yards his rookie year. I mean, you look at the guy history and his stats. I mean, it speaks for itself. He's made a name for himself in this league, and he's a physical runner who can catch and has great speed out of the backfield. So, you know, we got to try to affect him in some type of way.
Is that it? Thank you.
You guys take care.
Appreciate it.